Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, April 22nd, and I'm your host, Brian Boudreau. It's great to have you with us as we end another week here in Norwood. Last Friday night, Dancing with the Norwood Stars returned for the first time since 2019. Every year, residents look forward to this event for its lively guests and entertainment. This one-of-a-kind fundraiser is a Norwood staple. Each year, the town pairs 6 residents along with 6 professional dancers for a 10-week crash course in ballroom dancing. The talented professional dancers are sourced by the local Fred Astaire Dance Studio under the direction of Nina DePerio. In partnership with the Norwood Circle of Hope, Fred Astaire absorbs the costs of each dance lesson for each dancer in the entire program, providing the richest fundraising experience for the Circle of Hope. During the program, the long-standing Norwood Foundation honored former members Kathy St. Cyr and Bob Doucette with meaningful tributes. Nominated residents are typically friendly faces among town. Some this year include a bartender from local hotspot Lewis's, a cardiac doctor from Children's Hospital, and the town's very own general manager. Congratulations to all the dancers, Rachel Weber, Brian Glennon, Jeff Mouse Mahoney, Tony Mizuko, Kathy Ducharme, and Tracy Curran for an incredible experience. Tracy Curran took home both prestigious awards at Dancing with the Norwood Stars. First, the Judge's Choice for Best Performance. Tracy was also surprised to win the Overall Excellence Trophy, awarded to the dancer who raised the most money.
I know, I can't believe it. I am blown away. I would have never expected to win both awards, and I owe it to my friends and my family and everyone here tonight who has actually helped me win this award. This is like not just what I did, it's what everybody did. So I couldn't be more grateful, and I'm so happy.
Fundraising was especially important to Tracy's Dancing with the Norwood Stars experience following a scary encounter with breast cancer in 2017.
It was everything. When I was diagnosed, it was a shock to my family, to my friends. Everyone came out and supported me, brought me things, and I knew that someday I had to pay it forward. So when the Circle of Hope approached me about, doing this event, I couldn't say no because that was my calling because of the wonderful things that Norwood does for people. It was my opportunity to give back to the town.
Tracy Curran has many friends and family to thank for their support and donations during this process.
I have to thank all of my friends. I have to thank all of my family. I have to thank the Circle of Hope. They were amazing. I have to thank the St. Cyr family for being here under the circumstances. The pandemic, it was so tough, but everyone pulled together like Norwood does. NCM, they blow it away all the time when it comes to filming and being at every Norwood event. Norwood's just a great town. I have to thank the community and everybody in it.
Longtime Circle of Hope supporter and event MC, George Yusevich shared this message of congratulations for Tracy and the foundation entirely.
For anyone who was not here tonight, they missed a wonderful experience. We had 6 wonderful dancers, courageous dancers, people who stepped up to the plate and actually been waiting 2 years to do this. And with all the anxiety with COVID and all the things that we had to go through, they stepped up to the plate and came through tonight. The crowd was amazing. We were afraid because of some of the threats of COVID still out there that we weren't going to get as big a crowd, but I think we had around 450 people here. The audience was spectacular. There was a lot more energy tonight than I've ever seen in the past years. As I said, the joke, my ear was getting pierced in one of the conversations I was having with one of the stars, but it's a wonderful night. It's a wonderful night for the community. Just what the community gets out of this, and the dancers give back because of all the things that they get. And I'm so blessed that I'm still being able to do this with Timmy McDonough. This is our 12th year doing it. And I remember the very first year it was asked to dance. Absolutely not. I would not do it. They said, well, would you MC with Timmy? I said, I'll do that. And it's history after that. Timmy and I have been good friends since he was in high school, and it's just a spectacular night for Norwood. And as you know, as a member of the community and the community of the television, it's just wonderful. And thank you, NCM, for what you do, for all the coverage, and the great people that you have working, and the list of people I give, even my granddaughter working here tonight, which was really great. And to see the high school kids coming back and high school students who were in our program, all blue bloods. So it's great. So it's been a great night, and if you missed it, come back next year, 2023.
Thinking of someone to nominate for next year's Dancing with the Norwood Stars? I know I am. Get in touch with the Norwood Circle of Hope on Facebook or over email. For the first time in 2 years, runners from around the country and world gathered for the 26.2-mile trek from Hopkinton to Boston on Patriots Day. It was a beautiful day with temps in the 60s, and Norwood was well represented with runners. In all, there were 11 Norwood residents who ran this year, including Matt Brown and Lucas Carr, who participated in their 10th annual Boston Marathon. Matt and Lucas were joined by some of Norwood's finest, Detective Sergeant Tim McDonough, Officer Brendan Sweeney, and Officer Justin LaRoche. Leading the pack for all the Norwood runners was NHS Class of 2015 J.J. O'Donnell, with a time of 3 hours, 16 minutes, and 25 seconds. Congrats to all the runners. Stay tuned after this break for an update on Norwood Hospital and a recap of a special birthday celebration. Welcome back. If you've traveled down Washington Street lately, you'll have noticed the fencing around the construction zone at Norwood Hospital has gone up. Hospital President Salvatore Perla sat down with General Manager Tony Mazzucco to provide updates on the current construction schedule and provide renderings.
So activities on campus, I know everyone's been waiting for this. So the purple surrounding area, that's all the fenced in campus.
Great, we've been seeing that go up over the last few weeks.
Yep. All gated. Suffolk Construction has control of the campus now, so no one's getting in and out of there without going through Suffolk security. And that is basically enclosing the campus for the main purposes of safety. We don't want anyone going in there while we're doing asbestos abatement or demo, so we're making sure that everything is safe. So March 21st, the asbestos abatement began in the LaRusso building. March 28th, the campus is cleaned out. No one can go back into the building. March 29th, the Suffolk team took charge of the campus. April 1st, that was those diggings. So the water was shut off, drained, entire campus. April 4th, perimeter fencing installed. April 6th, and that was the digging in the front with the backhoes and taking up the service. So the gas was disconnected and all the telecommunications were rerouted and disconnected. Obviously, we still operate a lot of things in Norwood,
Sure.
Including the Guile building. We have the brand new physical therapy center. We have all the services that have been relocated in the Guile building, x-ray, mammography, all that stuff. So we still need to make sure everything, we can't just go in and rip it all up because
Sure.
then there'll be no communication for all of those other services. April 19th, which is today. We are starting the abatement in the Draper and the Youngdahl buildings. So as everyone knows, the Draper and Youngdahl buildings are the older buildings of the campus. So we're expecting more asbestos there. So I believe we've been abating LaRusso for about 3 weeks, and we're just about coming to an end. I believe the expectation is that the LaRusso building will be end asbestos abatement end of this week or early next.
Excellent.
And Suffolk really has been amazing, keeping everybody to a schedule that, so far we're thrilled with Suffolk. They've done a great job.
NCM will continue to follow the construction of the new Norwood Hospital. On Friday, the Rec Department also hosted an Earth Day celebration during the school vacation week. Families gathered by Haas Park for a nature walk and orchard tours. Parents and children enjoyed spending time in nature and learned how to identify leaves and trees. Rec Department Superintendent Katie Seastead shares more about Earth Day.
Today we decided to do an Earth Day celebration. Today is actually Earth Day. So we were getting a couple of organizations together to do some fun things to learn more about sustainability, conservation, as well as the earth. So we have a couple of tours going on of the orchards as well as a tree identification walk. We have Mass Audubon here talking about the wilderness and how we can be environmentally safe for our for our animals and what technically what you can do, what happens with litters and how that affects our earth as well as though our animals. And then we also have several organizations here just talking about conservation, sustainability, how to be earth friendlier, so to speak. So we have some raffle tickets going on, as well as some arts and crafts, and just coming together as a community. We couldn't have asked for a better day, but yeah, it's going great so far. Oh yeah, so we have a passport today. So if our guests that are coming, they'll get a passport if they go and visit at least 4 of our organizations and or attend the tree walk or the orchard walk. They will get stamps, and then at the end, they can get a free ice cream from the ice cream truck.
Thanks, Katie. To register for more free events like the Earth Day celebration, visit the Rec Department's website. A longtime friend to Norwood Community Media and to many others in town is resident Jim Schmidt. Jim's a World War II veteran and has produced hundreds of public access specials for NCM. On Friday, Jim celebrated his 99th birthday at the Senior Center. Jim shares these words of wisdom on his 99th birthday.
I think I enjoy life more than a lot of people do. Yeah, I've always seen the best of everything, you know, and I'm very fortunate to too. I used to sail. My favorite memory is sailing, actually. I think it's the best thing I ever learned how to do. And it all happened because I left my jacket down at the ballpark. In fact, the kid came up, he says, "Mike, you left your jacket down in the park." I started chatting with him. His name is Tom Donovan. We not only ended up being friends, we ended up being in-laws. We married sisters. and it went, you know, everything's gone that way. In my whole life, everything's that way. I'm falling into things, you know. I really enjoyed my life. That's all I can say. I was very fortunate. I met all the nice people, and, you know, I'm still enjoying life.
We'll see you at the anniversary of 99.
Okay, the first anniversary. I certainly hope so.
Happy birthday, Jim, and here's to many more. Now we'll toss it over to Mike Maloof with some Mustang sports news.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sports Update. Due to April vacation, we only had a few games this week, so let's take a look back at the action. Wednesday, softball, baseball, and boys lacrosse were all on the fields. Softball hit the road to take on Stoughton, and they lost by a score of 8-3. The boys of the Deadwood lacrosse team took on Sharon, and it was a tight game that headed into the last quarter tied. After a couple penalties late, Sharon was able to take the lead and hold on to win by a score of 7-5. And baseball took on Old Bay State rival in D1 powerhouse Braintree. The Womps took the lead early, but Norwood was able to keep it close for most of the game. A home run to deep right field by senior George Tolman was able to knot the score at 3. And after 7 full innings, the score remained 3-3 and headed into extra innings. In extras, Braintree was able to string together some hits and score 3 runs to extend their lead to 6-3. Norwood battled in the bottom of the 8th and got 1 back, but the score would eventually end 6-4 in favor of Braintree. The boys were right back on the diamond the next day to take on last year's Division I state champion Xaverian. From the very first batter, it was all the Hawks as Michael Oates took this pitch deep to give Xaverian a 1-0 lead. Then, just 1 inning later, Oates found himself at the plate again, this time with a runner on. And it was like deja vu as he took another pitch deep to left field to extend the lead to 4-0. From there, the Mustangs' bats went silent and the Hawks' pitching was on display. Xaverian would eventually come away with the 8-0 win. Well, that's all for sports this week. Next week, we'll have a full slate of coverage starting on Monday with a live softball and girls lacrosse coverage. Tune into our social media and bulletin board channels for more broadcast times. Brian, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. Wednesday night, the Finance Commission met to review 2 main topics, the special town meeting articles and the annual town meeting CPA articles. To start, the Commission discussed the town's budget articles for May's town meeting, which were all approved. Following the budget articles, the Commission covered the CPA articles, specifically the St. Street lot. The Commission voted to approve the article. The Finance Commission will meet again in the coming weeks. And for complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government Channel or watch the meetings on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Please stay tuned after this break for some upcoming events here in town. Welcome back. Next week, restaurants in Norwood, Dedham, Canton, Walpole, and Westwood will all be celebrating the Neponset River Regional Chamber's second annual Restaurant Week. This event will run Sunday the 24th through Thursday the 28th. For more on the event, we go to Julie Malloy.
I'm Julie Malloy. I'm a local realtor, and I'm the chair of the board with the Neponset River Regional Chamber. We're hosting Regional Restaurant Week. It's Sunday, April 24th through Thursday, the 28th, and it's participating restaurants in Canton, Norwood, Dedham, Westwood, and Walpole, offering price-fixed menus and discounts to their diners. So important for the chamber to host this. As we know, the pandemic has been tough for restaurants, and so this is a great way to get out and support the local restaurants and get out and dine in the area. So we have information on our website, the Neponset River Regional Chamber, as well as LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook.
Out of the 21 restaurants participating, 11 of them are from Norwood. There will be some great deals offered across town. John Carboni, president of the Friends of Norwood Center, is excited for the event.
I think it's a great thing. I think it shows this community we have. Again, I can't say enough good things about the Chamber of Commerce with Tom O'Rourke and all the people he works with there. I'm excited to see how successful it's going to be. I mean, just the fact it's happening I think is great, but I would like to see the turnout. I'd like to get the feedback from the restaurants after. And again, we're the Friends of Norwood Center, so we do focus in the center, but we all care about the town in general. So just think local, spend your money local. There's more of an impact here than online or traveling 5 towns over.
The Neponset River Regional Chamber will also be giving away gift cards to lucky participants. Post a photo on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and they'll pick daily winners to receive the cards. Be sure to tag them at NRR Chamber and use the hashtag Regional Restaurant Week. The Norwood Recreation Department is excited to announce that the annual fishing derby and rubber duck race will take place next week at the Haas Recreational Area. Superintendent of Recreation Travis Farley breaks it all down for us.
Hi Norwood, Travis Farley here at beautiful Haas Brook, letting everyone know that our fishing derby will be back for the 33rd year next Saturday, April 30th. Activities kick off at 3 p.m. You can register for the fishing derby then. It'll be $3. It includes a soda and a hot dog, so a lot of fun events. You're going to have prizes for biggest fish. Not only will we be having the fishing derby, but Norwood Recreation will also be holding our annual duck race on Haas Brook. We'll be giving out prizes for the first 10 ducks. Ducks are on sale on Monday at the Civic Center. They're $5 a duck. We will be selling them the day of as well. You can pick from a variety of ducks right here. We got Minecraft, camo duck, a whole bunch of different kinds of ducks. So come down to the Civic next week to get your duck, $5. First 10 ducks get prizes. The event will be rain or shine. Like I said, it's the 33rd year. We're very excited to be partnering with the South Norwood Fishing Derby to be doing this, and Mike Stad in particular. So thank you, Norwood. We hope you can come out, rain or shine, next Saturday.
Thanks, Travis. And if you're eager to get out there and throw a few casts before then, the Norwood Sportsman Club will be holding their fishing derby this weekend on Saturday, April 23rd from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and registration is open from 8 to 9. Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.